Psychiatrists in the United States have been fairly outspoken since Donald Trump became the President of the United States. Specifically, they've been out there warning us that Donald Trump is clearly not a stable man mentally. Now, they have admitted that they're not allowed to do this. They're not supposed to be coming out and saying these things, but they feel that it is so important to the public to understand it that they're willing to break their own rules, possibly get kicked out of psychiatric associations in order to warn the public about the dangers of Donald Trump. Sensing this, understanding what's happening, the psychiatric groups in the United States have decided to lift that gag rule that had previously prevented psychiatrists from speaking out publicly about the mental health of public figures, including presidents. They're lifting that rule and finally allowing psychiatrists to come forward and speak out and warn the public about the dangers of the president's mental state. Now, that rule was called the Goldwater Rule, named after Barry Goldwater, but now they've said, listen, we understand that pundits and journalists are out there in the news every day struggling to explain why Donald Trump behaves the way he does. We understand it because we see this, we study this, we research it. It is our job to go out there and explain to people what's really happening. These aren't goofs by the president, they're symptoms. These aren't screw-ups, they're symptoms. And that is what they are finally going to be able to warn us about. Now, of course, Donald Trump and everybody else on the Republican side who still defends him will immediately start jumping out. Just wait and see. They're going to come out, they're going to call these people quacks, hacks, whatever you want. They're going to call it fake news, of course. They're going to say that these people probably never even went to medical school. But these are professionals. In fact, they have a book coming out in October. It's titled Dangerous Case of Donald Trump, 27 Psychiatrists and Mental Health Experts Assess a President. Now, that's a pretty damning report. And that is why it's important that they speak out. Donald Trump, since taking office, has treated experts as heretics, as people who should be ignored, cast aside, locked away. But these psychiatrists, these mental health experts, are finally able to speak out and warn us about what is happening inside the delusional, deranged, dangerous mind of Donald Trump. If you like this video, make sure that you like, comment, and share, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want to help support Ring of Fire, go to patreon.com/TheRingOfFire, become a monthly patron to help support independent progressive media.